Okay, it's Friday night. I'm on to my third beer. I've had a couple of sessions. One's a super session, and now I'm moving on to something with a bit of meat, a bit of backbone to it. Let's give a shout out to Northern Monk Brewery up next. Hey, welcome back to Views on Brews. I am Brendan, and this beer is Northern Monk's New World India Pale Ale. It is 6.2% and comes in a 330ml can, as a lot of cans do. At first, when these cans came out, I wasn't really a fan of the small size, but I'm kind of enjoying being able to pick up a variety of cans. Now, this one was brought down from Northern Ireland to me. We don't get these for sale in the Republic of Ireland, and if we do, that you have to order them from an off license that has them. We won't see this locally. I believe Northern Monk now are in supermarkets back home in England, but this one here I know nothing about, other than the label on the front there. It says tropical, hoppy and zesty. So I kind of like a little label like that. It gives you an indication. It gives the consumer just a little bit of a heads up. This is what you're buying here, without having to look into detail. The small print on the side. It is a printed can. A lot of these printed cans, they're quite hard to read the text. I found the same with White Hag, some of their beers. This one is quite tricky. The white writing, okay, I can get it, but the black writing there, you can't make that black writing out. I don't know what that says, any of that. Let's see. Anyway, India Pale Ale, welcome to where the journey began. Let our journey begin. Now let our journey begin. Okay, all right. Canned in the north with Kelly Hall. And he's quoted, "My fears are outer space and lava." So a bit of a fun thing. Brethren, number 8. Hey up, we're Northern Monk. A few years ago, we set out to brew the best beer in the world from a damp cellar in the north. And they are from Leeds, are they not? Northern Monk, surely they're from Leeds. Yeah, Northern Monk from Leeds and Holbeck in Leeds. Does it say anything about the cow? We've got barley in here, hops, yeast, and it doesn't say anything else about it. Unpasteurized, unfined. This is a fresh product and should be experienced as such. Keep it cool and enjoy it responsibly. Date on the bottom. We're September now. I suspect this is a 6-month used by best before date, the 8th of January 21, so plenty in time. Let's get it open. Let's see what it's like. Cheers. It's going to be decent carbonation in this because it's popped out of the can quite quickly there. 6.2, so anytime you get a 6.2% beer, you're very likely to get a very nice, densely compact head of foam, especially on an IPA where you have plenty of malt in it. I can already get some of the waft of the fresh hops in there. It's hazy, it's slightly orange, sunset orange, a little tinge of yellowness in there. Quite thick, and the bubbles are rising. They're not flying to the top because the beer is going to be medium to full. So there's a bit of density to this beer. We got like a shaven foam, 2-finger head of foam on the top of the beer as well, clinging to the sides very nicely. So this is going to be a big boy, I think. 6.2%. Now, does it tell you anything about the hops in this beer? No, 6.2. It doesn't say. No, it doesn't say anything about the hops in this beer. So we're just going to drink this and enjoy it. It has the header's just subsided a little bit there. Anyway, cheers, Slancher. Let's have a beer. The first sip of that beer, I think, my mind tells me I'm thinking this is going to be bitter, and it comes to you like pine, and you think, okay, here comes the bitterness, and then it just it tapers off fairly quickly. So that's a very interesting aspect to the beer. And that's just the first sort of initial sip. I should have taken a bit of a smell of it. There's a pininess, or more like a resinous. Resinous. Do you know what? It's got pine all over it. Look at that. It didn't even occur to me, but there's a piney resinous. It reminds me of spruce tip beer, but I'm sure it doesn't have any of that in it. Very subtle hint of citrus in it, not like in your face citrus, but nice piney, fresh. You know, pine is a really fresh sort of aroma to get on the nose, so that's really enjoyable. Okay, and that's about it on the nose. Let's have another little taste and see what we got here. And I'm going to get some more on the bitterness and the body of it. Well, the beer is fairly heavy, so it's the mouthfeel of it is kind of like oily, resinous, but not bitter, and not. It doesn't twist your cheeks up in terms of how resinous it is. It's kind of a pleasant resin that just tapers away, which is really, really enjoyable. But the body itself is fairly medium to medium heavy. I kind of like that. It's nice. It feels like it could be a 6.2% IPA. Now, New World IPA suggests that these are hops, perhaps not from America. It says New World on the front, so it doesn't tell you. What does it say? Oh, the black writing says something. Hold on. We don't have much, but with the support of our friends, family, and a 5,000 gift. Oh, okay. No. This is just more about the beer, the company. Annoyingly, if I had to pick out something that I would say grates me these days, I just wish people would put the ingredients on the can. Same like you get ingredients on food, you should get ingredients on craft beer. Maybe not so much on macro beer because the ingredients are rubbish, but in craft beer from microbreweries, put the ingredients on. Tell me what it is I'm drinking. Give me a bit of a lesson. School me up a little bit. Having said that, this is a very, very nice beer. It's you can see there's an oiliness to this beer. It's got some weight to the body. There's bits of there's a good bit of restrained grapefruitness to this, but it's more like grapefruit melded in with caramel malt. And I say that because some grapefruit beers present themselves as quite sharp and citric and acidic, but this one has like a grapefruit syrup to it. That's you know chefs might put citrus with caramel, and you take what it does is the caramel absolutely nullifies the acidity of the beer, but you still get the flavor of the grapefruit. That's what's happened with this beer. So it's muted the acidic side of it, and that's because it's 6.2%, and there's a decent backbone of malt to it. What else? Low. It has a bitterness, but there's no. The bitterness just get it straight in the mouthfeel, and then it switches off, which is really cool. I'm thinking they might not have put much in at 60 minutes in the boil, and they've just gone for a very lightened IPA. You know, if you take out the bitterness, you're taking out the perception of a really strong, heavy beer, and you're lightening the beer up. It says it's hoppy, it says it's tropical, it says it's zesty. Tropical, I don't know about that. I think that's a mistake to write tropical on there. Tropical is so easy a word to throw around, but that doesn't taste tropical. It tastes like the picture shows you. The picture shows you pine, forest, and if you threw a grapefruit into that picture, that's pretty much what this beer is, with a bit of caramel. Very, very, very nice beer. Low on bitterness, but high on resin and decent body and mouthfeel. That's my view on this brew. Very, very enjoyable beer, fresh from up north in Leeds, from Northern Monk. Cheers, Sláinte, and bye. It's on to the next one. Bye.